When you picture old money in Africa, what comes to mind? Vast colonial estates? European family names echoing through grand halls? What if I told you the continent's wealthiest man, for 13 years running, hails from a local dynasty over a century old? My name is Beatrice, and if you, like me, are fascinated by the hidden chapters of history and wealth, you are in exactly the right place. And the story of Africa's current richest man is the perfect place to start. Because here is where it gets truly fascinating. He isn't even the first person in his family to be the wealthiest on the continent. Over the last century, 3 members of this single bloodline have held that title. And the man holding that crown today for 13 consecutive years is the Nigerian titan of industry, Aliko Dangote. Depending on who you ask, his net worth fluctuates. Forbes, tracking public assets, puts him at a formidable $13.9 billion. Bloomberg, attempting a more holistic valuation of his vast private empire, suggests a figure closer to $22 billion. The difference itself tells a story about the sheer scale of an empire that is not easily measured. His influence is etched into the very fabric of the continent. The crown jewel is Dangote Cement, a behemoth producing nearly 50 million metric tons a year, its output literally building the future of 10 African nations. Alongside it are the foundational pillars of his early success: sugar and salt, staples in millions of households. But his gaze is fixed on a legacy project, his magnum opus, a colossal $19 billion oil refinery. This isn't just another asset, it's a nation-building endeavor, a gamble of historic proportions, designed to wean Nigeria of foreign fuel imports, and in the process, potentially double his own fortune. Of course, a man of this stature lives a life of commensurate comfort. His $25 million mansion in one of Lagos's most exclusive districts is said to be a sanctuary of quiet opulence. His car collection includes the predictable icons of wealth, a Maybach, a Bugatti, but also the Bentley Mullen, less a vehicle and more a rolling piece of bespoke art, a testament to an appreciation for craftsmanship over flash. Yet, to truly understand a man like Dangote, you must look at the other side of the balance sheet, the giving. In 2014, he endowed his own foundation with an astonishing $125 billion, partnering with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to eradicate disease and poverty. This isn't a footnote to his story. It is a core tenet of his identity. It is a creed he has passed down to his children, who, while fixtures in high society, are also deeply embedded in the family's philanthropic mission. He is a king in every modern sense of the word, of industry, of society, and of philanthropy. And when you grasp the sheer, almost unimaginable scale of his current success, it makes the central question even more profound. If this is where the family is today, how on earth did it all begin? To answer that question, we have to leave this world of private jets and boardrooms. We must travel back, through time, to the dusty caravan routes and bustling markets of the 19th century Kano Emirate. It is there, in the heart of pre-colonial West Africa, that we will find the man who started it all. His name was Alhassan Dantata, and his story begins not in a palace, but in the silence left by loss. Born in 1877 into the Kano Emirate, he was a child of the Hausa people, a culture whose very DNA was woven with the spirit of commerce. His family were Agalawa, elite long-distance traders, and his destiny should have been secure. But fate is often a brutal storyteller. Before he was old enough to truly know them, both his parents were gone. His inheritance, swallowed by the complexities of family disputes, vanished. He was an orphan, adrift. In a world that could have discarded him,
a single act of kindness became the cornerstone of his identity.
He was taken in and raised not by a wealthy relative, but by a loyal family servant, an older woman named Tata, and in a gesture of profound love that would echo for a century, the boy would one day proudly adopt the name Dantata, the son of Tata. It was a name that carried no ancient wealth, only the legacy of kindness. His education began at a Quranic school. Here, amidst the chanting and discipline, he learned his first and perhaps most important lesson in business. With any tiny earning he made from odd jobs, he would buy two things: food for the day and a single groundnut to save. This wasn't just saving, it was a ritual. Every spare coin was dropped into a simple clay pot, an asusu.
It was the quiet, daily practice of building a future from nothing, a testament to the belief that small, consistent efforts could compound into a fortune, and they did. As a young man, he entered the ancient river of trade that was the lifeblood of his people. He didn't start with gold or diamonds, but with the vital currencies of West Africa: cola nuts, the social stimulant and the espresso of its day, and groundnuts, the humble crop that would soon feed the factories of industrial Europe. He wasn't just a merchant, he was a visionary. He built a network of agents, a web of trust that stretched from the markets of Kano to the ports of Lagos, and eventually across the sea to the United Kingdom. While many of his contemporaries operated on handshakes and memory, Alhassan was a fanatic for order.
He kept meticulous financial records, a 19th century spreadsheet written in ink, tracking every transaction, every profit, every loss. He understood that true wealth wasn't just earned, it was managed. And he didn't build this alone. In a testament to the family's strength, his own wife, Amina, was a formidable businesswoman herself, managing her own distribution networks. They were not just a couple, they were a power partnership. The boy who once dropped single nuts into a clay pot was now chartering his own ships. His name became synonymous with integrity and immense wealth. When Alhassan Dantata, the son of Tata, passed away in 1955, he was, without question, the richest man in West Africa.
He had not inherited a fortune. He had forged one from tragedy, discipline, and an unbreakable will, leaving behind not just money, but a blueprint for a dynasty. But a blueprint is only as good as its builders, isn't it? When the patriarch's vast empire, a sprawling network of over 200 agents and countless assets, was divided amongst his 19 children and trusted associates, the world watched with bated breath. Dynasties, after all, are fragile. Most are built on sand, washed away by the second or third generation. But this was different, because among the heirs, one son in particular, Sanusi Dantata, was about to prove that his father's genius was indeed hereditary. This is the crucial link in the chain.
Because in time, Sanusi would not only measure up to his father's legacy, he would also become the third member of this single bloodline to be crowned the richest man in West Africa. He and his brother Aminu took the reins of the family's vast trading network, and Sanusi quickly established himself as Nigeria's preeminent groundnut buying agent, dominating the market with a quiet intensity that mirrored his father's. Yet two souls lived within him. One was the master of commerce, a capitalist who understood the cold, hard language of numbers. The other was a devout Islamic scholar, a man of profound faith and staggering generosity. While his business mind was building a fortune, his heart was giving away over £40,000 sterling in credit to others every single year.
It's a staggering sum even today. Imagine its impact back then. He mastered the duality of creating wealth and distributing it. And under his leadership, the family did something critical. They didn't just guard the treasure, they used the map to find new islands. In the 1970s, sensing the shifting economic winds, Sanusi guided the family's strategic pivot away from just trading and into large-scale farming, building materials, and the importation of vehicles. They were evolving the blueprint. And here, the story takes its final, fateful turn, the one that connects the past to the present we know today. Sanusi had a brilliant and trusted business associate, a fellow trader by the name of Mohammed Dangote, and Sanusi had a daughter, Maria.
The marriage of Maria Dantata to Mohammed Dangote was more than a union of two people. It was the merging of two powerful trading legacies, a strategic alliance that would concentrate commercial power and ambition into a new generation. And from this partnership, a son was born, a boy who would carry the DNA of both these powerful lineages, a boy named Aliko. And so the boy named Aliko enters a world already shaped by giants. He is not just a self-made man, he is the product of a promise, the inheritor of a 100-year-old dream. In 1977, when he started his own venture with a loan from his uncle, Sanusi Dantata, he wasn't just receiving capital, he was accepting the torch. He took the family's playbook, the relentless reinvestment, the deep market knowledge, and added his own revolutionary chapter, a decisive pivot from simply trading goods to creating them. Vertical integration became his creed, transforming commodities into empires of cement, sugar, and now the historic $19 billion oil refinery. But a dynasty is defined by its future, not just its past. Today, the fourth generation is taking the stage. Meet Halima Dangote, Aliko's daughter. Educated at the London Business School with leadership training from Harvard and Kellogg, she is not a ceremonial figure. As Group Executive Director, she is a formidable force driving the conglomerate's vast commercial operations.
In her, the astute business sense of Alhassan Dantata lives on, fused with a 21st century global perspective. The Dangote story, therefore, is more than a tale of wealth. It is a transformative force for Africa, a legacy built not on colonial foundations, but on indigenous ambition, resilience, and an unwavering belief in building. It's a new narrative for a continent, written in concrete and powered by generations of vision. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which wealthy family, from Africa or elsewhere, has a story you believe we should explore next? Let us know in the comments below. And if you, like us, are captivated by these hidden histories and incredible legacies, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell. There are so many more stories waiting to be told.